Hi guys, Eric Pavey here at PickDogs.com. You were 1-0 today as you cashed, if you're an all-access member, a 6-unit play on Boston. Again, like I said, if it was that easy of just taking every team that's up 2-0, again, I watch a lot of the Twitter stuff. I know you don't get involved in that, but people are losing their minds. The Knicks are done. The Knicks are finished. Guys, it's one game. Just let the series be played.
Yeah, actually, a very good handicapper, I'm not going to say his name.
Right.
He asked me yesterday, so who do you think is going to, win the NBA championship now? So he said this, yesterday.
I know
when Boston was down 2-0 and when, Oklahoma City's down 2-1 and the Cavaliers are down, 2-1. And I just said, I'm sticking with the same thing I've had all year. Boston's going to beat Oklahoma City. Really? That's what his response was. Really? Like you think Boston can do it? It's like, oh, God.
Well, we got a tied series. We're back to par. So, like I said, we shall see what happens. But I wonder what the future odds were when they were down 2-0. That would have been a good price.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were 50-50 to win the series at that point. So I didn't look at what the odds were.
Nor did I.
NBA title. But,
right.
But yeah, it's people were very quick to jump off the Boston Celtics bandwagon.
Exactly.
So forgetting the fact that they had 20-point leads in both games.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a whole nother story. And then, like I explained to people, I had a client call tonight, one of your clients, one of your all-access members. And, again, for all you guys, just use this as a teachable moment. We're down less than 1 unit for the week. Like dime players down $950 for the week. But Monday we lost 6 units. Tuesday we lost 15 units, right? So the guy calls me today and he says, of course he waits for the Boston game to be over. Al, you know where I'm going with this. He says, I'm really frustrated. He says, I haven't played the last 3 days because I blew all my money on the first 2 days. When should I reload my account? Teachable moment. You over leverage yourself. You got excited. You lost on Monday. You came full swing, blazing on Tuesday. We break even on Wednesday. We win Thursday. We win Friday. We win Saturday. He's sitting there like a deer in the headlights on the Telegram channel, like saying to myself, what did I do? What did I do? So I said, listen, you can't cry over spilt milk. Use this as a teachable moment. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Yes, we lost Monday. Yes, we lost Tuesday. Yes, we broke even on Wednesday. And now we're basically back to par, kind of like the Knicks being down 0-2, Boston being down 0-2. They didn't give up. They had to have enough ammunition to play the next 2 games. Treat your wagering like these series, guys, except your series is much longer than 7 games. Hopefully it's 365 days.
I mean, hopefully it's 2,000 days.
Exactly. Listen, when I got the text and he said, do you have a moment to talk? I already knew where this was going. He's a very nice gentleman. And, and he said he was apologizing to me and you. And I said, there's no need to apologize to us. I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I see it. It's like, I can't believe it. I said, well, what you can't believe is that you were double downing, acting like it's impossible to lose 3 consecutive games in a row. Al is not God, nor am I. And then, again, this is why the sports books have an edge because of people's, it's like the stock market, fear and greed. Anyway, I just sharing that story because of how the week went. We're basically like Boston down 0-2 to start the week with our betting. And now we come back and we tie the series. And you don't want to be the guy just watching us tie the series. You want to be tying the series with us.
Yeah, I'm going to just give you the statistic. Over the last, 4.5, 5 years, our record is 4,138 wins, 3,318 losses. And I'm sure at some point in those 7,500 games, we lost 8 or 9 in a row at some point.
I think so. Yes. So again, let that be a teachable moment for all you guys out there, especially clients that are already members of Big Al or even the premium service, yeah, he lost on Monday. Yeah, he lost on Tuesday. Yeah, he broke even on Wednesday. And then again, if you didn't manage your money right, you're nowhere to be found Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And with that being said, that's just a little bit of an anecdote of the realities of wagering, just like the realities of these series. It's not like in a 7-game series. I mean, every team's going to sweep. There's a reason they go to the end. And like Al said, you should be thinking about thousands of days, not even 365 days.
Yeah, and but we, that's an ongoing theme for us. Hopefully people watch these videos and learn this is not a sprint; it's a marathon. So
yes, and like I said, that's one of many antidotes that I get on a daily basis, and it's usually coming off the wins, not the losses. Because, it's kind of a unique situation, and then we'll get to the complimentary section, because the gambler's almost like hoping he's pays for a service, wants it to win, but is hoping you lose when he doesn't have the money to play. It's what I call, there's a German word, I'm sure you're familiar with it, Schadenfreude. It's like
yeah, I've heard it, but I never took German, so I don't quite understand what it means.
Yeah, so it basically means like you're not involved, so you're rooting for everybody to lose because you're not involved, right? And but then the flip side is you're happy that the guy you actually paid is winning, even though you're not involved in that moment. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. The moral of the story is ride the roller coaster ride, so you're never in that situation where you're off the ride. So with that being said, reach out to me if you want the all access, or head over to premium and go ahead what you were going to say, and then we'll get to the comp.
No, let's get to the comp. That's why people are watching. The Cleveland Cavaliers lost game 1 at home. They lost game 2 at home. And then they won game 3 on the road. And this is a tricky game for a lot of people, I think, because, Cleveland was obviously in the must-win in game 3, but now will Indiana snap back in game 4, or does Cleveland continue the momentum in game 4? I think Cleveland's going to continue the momentum in game 4. When you get a team that goes 0-2 at home and then wins game 3 on the road, they've covered the spread in game 4 going back 31 years. It's small, very small sample size, but they're 11-1 ATS. So we're going to take Cleveland minus the 5 points over the Indiana Pacers in game 4.
Cleveland minus the 5, guys. I would also be remiss if we didn't wish you a happy Mother's Day, since it is Mother's Day the day of this video. Reach out to me. If I don't answer, I'm taking mom to lunch. Otherwise, send me a text message and we'll get you all access to the all access. And as always, good day and good luck.